Well, I am back at one of my favourite locations for a very early morning shoot. Now, I've not really ever shot this location seriously with black and white before. I've done it as an afterthought once with HP5 Plus, and I didn't like the results. They were too grainy. So this morning I've come with a slow film, Delta 100, and I'm set up well before sunrise. It's a beautiful morning, and I'm hoping there's not going to be much cloud because the shot I want has the sun actually coming up in the frame. So just got to sit it out for probably half an hour, brave the cold winds, and then get shooting. Now, unusually this morning I am actually using a graduated filter with black and white film. I wouldn't normally, but I have a beautifully clear horizon line. There's no mountains jutting into it, and I've got a soft grad on as well. It's only 2 stops. Now that will allow me to expose adequately for the foreground without the sky blocking up, without getting too much exposure. It may not be necessary as the light gets up, but it certainly won't harm the image at all. Now, a bit more light now. Hopefully you can see me without the flashlight. Anyway, metering. I am actually just metering, looking for a mid-tone. I'm not really looking to pull up loads of shadow detail. It's too dark for that. It would look unnatural anyway. So I'm taking a reading off some sandbanks, looking for a sort of mid-grey. About 8 seconds at the moment at f11. It's getting brighter all the time though. Well, I'm just hanging around really now. It's probably about 15 minutes off sunrise, and it's going to take about 10 minutes to come up behind the mountain. The estuary is looking really nice. It's not too full. I've got the tide timings just right, and a little bit of high cloud, a bit of cirrus cloud picking up some sun. But worst thing of all, the jet plane just heading into the frame. So, and another one's just shown up. So that's going to lead some horrible vapor trails. Well, not long now, hopefully. I can just see it sort of broaching the hills in the distance. The water is filling up a little bit in the estuary though. Hopefully it's going to retain its shape. If it fills in too much, it's not quite so attractive. And I've had to tilt the camera down to avoid the annoying vapor trails in my composition. Well, believe it or not, that's it. Yeah, very short shoot indeed, probably about 45 minutes. The sun, with there being no cloud, is immediately too bright. The second it came up above the mountains, it was just bright. And the estuary also has filled in. The tide has come in. I probably could have done with shooting tomorrow, however, the forecast is for tomorrow to be dull. So I had to compromise. And I think I just got enough of the sandbanks in before they were covered by the water. So I have 1 frame left. It's too bright. I'll probably get flare on the lens anyway. One of the earlier ones may be slightly better. I don't know. But let's get this last one taken and head off. Quick meter reading again, because things are changing every second. Still reading off the sandbanks though. The sky's going to be obviously very, very bright. And we're now talking about a 60th of a second, so here we go. And that's it. So let's head off and make something of this.
Okay, let's be totally honest here. That wasn't the best of my trips to the Mouthac estuary. Those images weren't what I was expecting, really. I think the film behaved very well. I think the Delta 100 was a good choice. It was a bit smoother and sharper. The HP5 Plus is very nice, but on those early morning shoots, I think it's a little bit grainy, as I said. However, funnily enough, I much prefer the earlier image I took in HP5 Plus, which had a much nicer composition and better lighting. I'll be absolutely honest, I think that location in the morning really suits colour. It is a colour image, it's got subtleties in the sky, it's beautiful tones in the water, all the purples and blues, fantastic. I think if I'm going to shoot it in black and white again, I am, it may be actually not a morning shoot, it may be a sort of midday or even a sort of mid-morning shoot. And definitely with stormy clouds. I don't want those clear skies again. They did absolutely nothing in black and white whatsoever. They were a complete washout, really, a bit bland. However, it was still a good trip and I enjoyed it. And yeah, I got a good opportunity to try out Delta 100, which is a very good film, as I say, for that sort of sharpness and that level of detail. So hopefully next time I'll do better, but thanks for coming along. I hope you enjoyed it and I'll see you again soon.